Roborock just gifted me their Q7 series L5 robotic vacuum. This is a combo vacuum and mop. It has LiDAR, it has a variety of options with the mopping. You have 3 levels of mapping, so if you want to use this throughout your home, you can. And it is from a very well-loved brand. So I am excited to put this new release to the test and see just how powerful it is. Let's unbox it and I'll put it to the test. Now here's how it comes out of the box, and it's exactly what I want to see. Really quite clean. On the top you can see the LiDAR, which is a must-have in my opinion. It makes mapping so much faster. It makes these vacuums know exactly where they're going and much more precise in their movements. You have a power button and a home button. And then on the front, it has your dock locator. And on the back is where it'll roll up to the dock for the charge points right here and here. And I really do love this minimalist dock. It's very, very slimlined, easy to hide under a lot of pieces of furniture if you have just enough height for this. Now, as for the bottom, there's a few things going on here. It does have this mop head that is completely removable. And so if you don't want to use it at all, you don't have to. And then this piece right here is actually held on with Velcro, and you can just toss this in the wash to get it super clean. It just sticks right on. And then this is your main dustbin slash water basin. It has your little water port right here to fill it up with cleaning fluid. And then right here, this is where you can pop it open to get to the dust bin to empty. And on the top here, it actually does have a HEPA filter that everything runs through. And this HEPA filter is really running through this tiny little opening right here to pull the air through. So it really is going to make it all through that filter before the air goes back into your space. And you can pop this out as well. And so when you pop that out, top comes right off. And then this is very easy to clean. And you can see inside just how clean that is as well. Super simple in some ways, yet that's what it makes it so advanced and so much easier to clean. So now let's set up the app and put this to the test. Now it's time to connect it to the app. You just need to download the Roborock app. And then for network setup, it wants me to hold the 2 front buttons until I hear entering network configuration mode.
Entering network configuration mode.
And now I'll press next. And then it wants to connect to my home Wi-Fi. This is really nice. So you can turn this on when you're not at home.
Connecting to Wi-Fi.
Okay, I'm in. I haven't even had it do anything yet, and it already has, with the LiDAR, recognized that much of my home, which is pretty wild. So I'm gonna just hit this big play button.
Starting to clean.
And have it do its first clean, and in the process, it will map as well. It is already mapping more of my space as it moves. You can see it in the map, which is just so cool how fast it can recognize the space. And it really is cleaning as it goes, which is just fantastic. I probably should have taken all my shoes out of the shoe bench, but I can always do that next time. One of the nice things about these machines is they do adapt to your space. So if there's things in the way, they'll kind of bonk into them and move about them. And if you remove things, they will go into those spaces. And now these are the tests I really want to see, whether or not it can go back up this bump. No problem at all. Nice. It just pushed itself right up there. Really good. So it has no issue with stepping up to get into the spaces it needs to get into. It is smart enough to not go down the stairs. So it's been a week and I am very impressed with this robot vacuum. I do need to preface that this is one of Roborock's entry-level robot vacuums, and it makes me so excited to see what's possible with this company as you level up in their robot vacuums, as this one is really exceptional. I think my favorite part about it is how unobtrusive it is compared to so many robot vacuums I've tested. Thanks to the LiDAR, it really is aware of where it is in a space and can move quickly as needed without having to hard bonk into everything. But it does still use the physical push of the front button and its little spinner here to make sure it gets along all the edges and anywhere where it just can't see as well. So it does a really nice job cleaning, and I really like how quiet it is for its high suction. I've been running it in its middle suction mode, which is turbo mode, but even at its max plus suction mode, it still isn't too loud. It's definitely a vacuum that I can set and forget about, and I don't really notice running like I have with other robot vacuums. Now, the first thing you'll see with the app is a map of my home. This isn't all the rooms on my main floor. I did close a few doors on it, but it does a great job mapping. And what's so nice is that it does actually clean during its first mapping run. So you can have it do the full vacuum or the full vacuum and mop while it's cleaning. Once you have the map though, you have a lot more options. You can select specific rooms, so you only clean where you want to. You can also select specific zones. So you can set it to say only clean at your entryway, or maybe right in front of your kitchen stove on a more regular basis. And then when it comes to cleaning in general, you have so many options. You can do the vacuum and mop, and with the vacuum and mop, you have control over your suction power from quiet to max plus. And here's what those sound like. Quiet is pretty nice and quiet, though it does have the whir of the machine. Max plus is definitely more obvious. I really do like turbo. With water flow, you can choose low to high, and I definitely lean towards high. It's not a huge amount of water flow. This is really nice for your daily kind of quick mop job, but if you want to do a real heavy duty mop job, the robot vac, any robot vac, is not really going to compare to a stronger device or you just mopping on your own. So keep that in mind. But the point here is with the mopping that it will keep your space cleaner. And I really love that the mop head also collects up any debris that the vacuum doesn't catch. It's a great way to do an extra wipe down. With cycles, you can choose once or twice how often it goes over the space, and then cleaning route is really nice. You can choose balanced or you can choose deep, and all deep's gonna do is it's going to have more overlap as it goes back and forth. Really clean there. And then the same options apply just specific to mopping or vacuuming, and then you can fully customize this. So if you're cleaning your whole home, you can customize it based on the room. Now, when it comes to pointing out those carpets and no-go zones, you will want to edit the map. And this is really nice in that when you edit the map, you can tell it the floor type, you can tell it those no-go zones where there's thresholds, and then you can do things like add carpet. So I could add a large carpet in my dining room, and I can choose how large it is and where I want it to be, and mark that so it knows there's a carpet there. So really easy to kind of tell it what you want it to do. And then if you go to more settings, there's more you can do. Now, scheduling is without question my favorite part about these robot vacuums. You really can set and forget them. I already have set up one cleaning schedule, and this is only for my kitchen. So I just want to clean the kitchen every single day. But I could have it clean the whole home, I could have it clean specific rooms, and I can make as many schedules as I want to really fully customize the experience. And I do really appreciate that it breaks down maintenance and how long things are going to last me. That's nice to see. And then it also does have carpet cleaning settings. And with floor cleaning, you can have it choose to clean along the floor direction. I didn't test that, but I am kind of curious how that works. In general, it seems to run the length of my wood floor correctly anyway, so I haven't touched this. You can change the voice, so you can change the language and the volume. You can turn that off completely, and it does have a do not disturb mode, which is really nice. There's a child lock. It even can control the lights on the buttons. Lots going on here. Now I do have some pros and some cons. For pros, I absolutely love how this vacuum works. It's far less intrusive than a lot of robot vacuums I've tested, both because of that LiDAR. It really doesn't bonk into things very often, even though it does have the push button and of course the spinner, so it does physically move up against items in your space. It's really nice and quiet. I love the order in which it cleans my spaces. It basically goes around the edge and then works it in little quadrants, which is really nice for me as I can basically predict where it's going to go next and plan accordingly. And I love how quiet it is. I know I run it in turbo, which is the medium mode. It's far less distracting than so many other robot vacuums I've tested. And finally, I really love the slimline design. The fact that I can fully hide this under a piece of furniture in my living room and it just comes out when it needs to, instead of it having to give it a dedicated space in my main living area. So that's a huge, huge win. As for the cons, the first one is with the mop. This is to be expected, and that's that it doesn't dry out too easily. It's pretty thin, it will dry out, but because it's kind of pressed up against the little plastic surface next to the charger, it just kind of stays wet longer. And I have found that the tank will just slightly drip every once in a while. Luckily, it doesn't seem to cause any sort of puddling or any issue like that. So it's pretty minimal, but something I'm a little more paranoid about because it's on my wood floor. So for me, the mopping is something that I would only do when I'm going to go empty the tank afterwards and remove this piece. And for the most part, I'm just gonna set it up to schedule vacuum cleanings just because that works better for where I have put this device. And then of course you do actually have to empty the dustbin from time to time. It will tell you when you need to empty it and it will compact it pretty well, but that's just something to be aware of. And then because I have pets and children and really gross messes can occur without me noticing them before this runs, I do wish that it had object avoidance, which it doesn't since it is one of the more entry-level models. But really, for what you get here, it is very impressive, very sleek from a very well-recognized brand, and it makes me want to try so many of Roborock's robot vacuums because this is truly standout. The tech is solid, the settings are clean, the experience is lovely. I am quite impressed with the Roborock Q7 series L5 robot vacuum. I hope this video helps you.